What's up, y'all? So I am really excited to be with you here. I'm going to be logging into my Instagram as well. And today I really wanted to talk to you about being an entrepreneur and what does that mean to create your own coaching business. And the reason is I have been speaking to amazing, creative, amazing women that have really been going through, and what they're going through is they have been sitting here thinking that they got this, right? Their jobs are good, everything's good, right? And what they're seeing is that they're doing all the work and they're starting to realize that they feel like they have this security in their jobs, right? And then all of a sudden now they are losing their jobs. So a lot of them have been going from 9 to 5s, or should I say 9 to 9, because that's usually how it works. And they're trapped and they're feeling like they're in this cycle that doesn't fulfill them and doesn't fulfill their deepest passions. And also, a lot of us really struggle with having all of this wisdom and this knowledge and all of this stuff within us, and we're using it to create somebody else's business. And then we are then left behind, right? Because once they're done with us and they're done with, giving us what it is that we are worth or what we need, and then we're off without having a job, right? And so all of this work just to realize that when you felt secure, all of a sudden a switch is flipped, and now your job is no longer there. Your 9 to 5 is no longer there, and the security is no longer there. And that is huge, right? That is really big for a lot of us, because it doesn't matter, how many years you've been pouring in. I was just speaking to someone who was working for a company for like 25 years. 25 years they were working for this company, and the company finally decided to tell them that they were closing that branch. 25 years. Okay. So you do all of this work and you realize that a switch can be flipped and you can actually lose your job, and you don't even realize that that is what's happening. And so I wanted to come on here to say to you, you know what? Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about the truth of how you may be feeling stuck, and how you may be feeling like you are in this grind and you're unsure how you're going to transition from this to this, and what does it mean, and what does that look like, and how does this happen? And you're just not feeling fulfilled, and you're a little worried. You're staying up at night, like, what are you going to do financially? And what's happening out here in the world, and what's happening in these streets, right? And I wanted to, if you are someone who has definitely been in a place where you want to use your wisdom, and you're like, you know what, I am tired of depending on a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 9, that is really not as secure as I thought it was going to be, right? Because, you work for someone for so many years, and all of a sudden, oopsies, they don't really need that position anymore, or we're reorganizing, or, we're moving the department somewhere else, or, oh, I said you could stay home for the pandemic, but not anymore. Sorry. Like all of this stuff, and all of these women I've been speaking to, including what happened to me in my past, right? Like, you start to think, whoa, hold on a second. Maybe I got this all wrong. And I have been really dependent on other people to give me what it is I need, or what the security is, quote unquote, right? And so I wanted to really talk to you about, especially for all my ladies out there, because those are the ones I really work with, although I've helped men too. But what I really want to talk to you about is creating your own thing, creating your own business, and particularly your own coaching or consulting business where you can help others, right? Because a lot of us are out here really just kind of getting through, right? And really thinking that we're safe in something that we are not safe in. And so the few things that I wanted to mention to you today, and the reason why I came on this live, is because I have an event coming up and I wanted to invite you. It's completely free. There's no strings attached here. But what I am going to say is that it is for people who are seriously thinking about leaving their 9 to 5 and wanting to start their own thing so that they can depend on themselves and not on the promises of others, that when they feel like flipping a switch, then you don't have a job anymore, right? And I think work is amazing. I love working. In fact, it kind of drives me. I love to work. A lot of people think that, it's so easy to be an entrepreneur. It's really not that easy, but it is on my own time. I get to put things in order the way I want. I have to really structure myself and get it done. But all of you people who are already professionals out there and leaders out there and managers out there and directors out there and whatever, you already know what it means to put in the grind. I'm just talking about putting in the grind for you, right? Because I mean, it's a wake up call when somebody calls you and says, hey, I know you've been here 25 years and we may or may not give you a severance package. We may or may not, but thank you for your service, right? And I'm not saying that working for people is a bad thing. In fact, I encourage you to find people that you can be around, that you can support, that maybe can be a mentor, that somebody you can work. Yes, all day. Yes. Okay. And I also don't tell my ladies to leave their jobs, because if they still have a secure job, then that's a great way for you to have a loan to invest in what it is you want to create, because you don't have to pay that loan back. You feel me? Okay. So on Wednesday of next week, I have a 3-day event. It's for 3 hours. It is a working event. It is a workshop. Okay, so you're going to come, you're going to get a booklet and everything. I'm going to be with you live for those time, like 2 to 3 hours a day, and we are going to work through some stuff. Okay, so when you leave me, you should leave me with a full roadmap showing you exactly what this looks like for you as you start to transition, as you think about transitioning, as you actually do the work to do it, right? The first thing we're going to talk about is discovering what it is, like learning how to identify all of these unique points inside of you, all of these things that are in you that are freaking awesome that you have used for someone else, and now you can start financially doing for yourself. Okay, this is how you make an impact. All right. Then we're going to talk about so many other things. Building your brand. What does that look like? What is that? I mean, I work for this company. They have a great brand, but how did they get there? We'll talk about developing that brand. We'll talk about developing your effective program so that you can get creative in what it is you want to offer other people and bring to the world to bring change. Right? We're going to talk about some marketing strategies. We're going to dive into that, right? We're going to talk about how you announce yourself as actually creating your own thing. We talk about sales technique, all that kind of stuff. So it's for 3 days, 2 to 3 hours a day, from Wednesday to Friday, from 2 to 5 Central Standard Time. And like I said, it is completely free, and the link is below. Now, why am I doing that? Because I am so inspired by all I've been able to create in my life. But coming from where I came from, right? The projects, having a child at 15 years old, being beaten, being molested, being raped, all that kind of stuff. And then growing up and bringing myself up to a 6-figure salary. And then also working for someone who does a toodles, right? And then I had to create my own thing. And so now I'm helping other women. And I realized the power in that. The power in showing up for these women, the power in showing up into helping them create their future and their life of what they want to do. And there's nothing that feels like that. It feels so good. It feels so good, right? And so I want to make sure that you sign up, you come on. It's completely free, like I said. And I want you to take the first steps towards your freedom, towards your dream, towards fulfillment, right? Because there's no strings attached here. It's just going to be you working on your plan. You're going to take that booklet with you, okay? And you are going to say, wow, this is what I have. This is what I can do. This is the people I'm talking to. This is wow, this is the marketing strategy. This is what my brand could look like, all of that kind of stuff. So you're going to walk away with a roadmap, all right? And then you decide what you want to do, because you have the strength and the power to do it. And if you're working, you can do this alongside that, so that when the surprise may come, like my friend 25 years later, right? When that surprise comes, then at least you already have something that you are working on and building and pushing out into the world. It is really an awesome thing to give yourself permission to show up for you and to really create something that you think will help and impact the world for someone else. It's a beautiful thing. I cannot express it enough. All right. So I'm going to jump off because I have a coaching call to go to, but I wanted to make sure that I came on here to invite you to please stop hesitating, stop waiting, stop procrastinating. Tomorrow may not come. So make your decisions today. Make your decisions today. And if you're a woman who is really just, you love your job, but you're tired of that 9 to 9, man. I mean, like, I hate to say 9 to 5 because that's not what it ever was. It was always 9 to 5 plus. Because you took work home. You took work home, especially if you're in leadership. You take work home with you. And I did leadership in a hospitality field. So forget it. If people called out or weren't there, boom, guess who was doing it? Neena Perez, because I had to be there because I was the lead and I had to do it. Right. And so it taught me a lot about leadership. It taught me a lot about conflict resolution. It taught me a lot about servant leadership. It taught me about creating. It taught me about a lot of things. And I just want to take all of the years of wisdom. I'm 51. I know. I look like I'm 35. I'll take it. 51. And I just want to make sure that I give you whatever it is that you think you need to get this started, because I'm not promised tomorrow either. So why not leave an impact today? Why not leave an impact today? All right. So Wisdom to Wealth is here. It's next week. You got to come. It's completely free. If you want to do the VIP, do it. I give you an autographed a book. I give you all of the templates that you need to start your coaching business. I'll give you so many things with the VIP, but you will still get a lot out of the free. So there's going to be Q&A. You can ask me questions, the whole thing. I really, really want to serve you. So please, 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 come to the event so that I can serve you. All right, guys, I got to go. Love you so much. Make sure that you click on that link below. Leave me some comments. Let me know that you're here, that you're watching, that you have questions, whatever that is. And I'm more than happy to connect with you in that way. All right. Many, many blessings. Love you guys so much. Let me sign out of both of these now. Bye.